There we go. There we go. Perfect. And we open our live. There we go. Mute that. Perfect. There. Perfect. Of course, got to get pro chat up. Oh my, there's just so many things I need to open. My goodness. All right. Perfect. What kind of quest we got today? 8 minions that cost 1 or less. Okay, paladin. All right. We have all the hits. We'll roll that one. 30 minions. We can do that. We can do that. All right. Let's just hop into it. Oh my goodness, the game is running so much smoother today. Hi, Toxic. How's it going? We are going to open OBS. And we are going to select the deck tracker. Yep. It's like he's done this a time or two. Bang. First as always. One day you're not going to be. And that's going to be a sad, sad day. Or it's going to mean the stream's popping off and we have a competitor to Toxic Foxy. It doesn't seem super laggy today. Has it been lagging for you? What should I be expecting? Are we lagging? I think we should be good. From what I've seen so far, it looks like things are looking good. I could be wrong, but we'll see. It looks like the chat is absolutely on the screen, so that's great. On phone, nothing changed. Oh, okay. Getting those Twitch views up. Appreciate it, Sean. They are hard to come by. I'll tell you that much for free. Free of charge, I'll tell you that. We don't need a 5-drop in the opener. Or do we? No, we want the dormant boy. No, we want the dormant boy. Over those. Yeah. Yeah, but I've been racking my brain. Like, how do I up my Twitch viewership? Is it by making better content? That can't be it. There's no way. Could you imagine that being the way? Okay, so we're both bruising, and it's both go time. Great. So we're both bruising. We're both cruising. We're both bruising. And I am playing Firefly. Sup, Raven? The gang's all here. We're just missing one. We're missing a couple, honestly. I don't want to single anybody out, of course. But we might be missing one Zeal. I'm going to freeze you. I'm going to bump you. I'm going to play out my other one, too. So I run 10 copies of Warden Maiev, obviously. And Who's Nigh Here? Warden Maiev. That's right. Kind of messed up. Also, it's kind of messed up that Beatrix is in the middle, huh? Dude, this is unfortunate. Sure. We're just gonna crunch in. Okay. So next turn I might just play Protector and give all my dudes some attack and call it a day. Is that a winning strategy? I don't know. It's what I'm doing. Oh. Maybe it's not a winning strategy. Maiev? Dude, Maiev is MIA. I'm 10 cards deep, still no Maiev. That's bonkers.
Hey, I got you, friend.
Sure, I guess. I think I lose these, huh? They cleared my board. I'm calling the police. Not much more to say about that.
You wanna fight? Start with me.
Supporters have a few questions.
I'm gonna chalk this up to bad RNG. Oh, keep playing. Fine, we'll keep playing. My SOB is at my... Dude, 10 cards deep into my 40 card deck that has 10 Warden Maevs and he's still not here. That is bonkers.
You and me have a check.
Right? Like, that's insane. Like, I lose this game. Can I concede now? Yeah. Yes. Okay, good. I can concede now. Thank goodness. Alright. Alright, let's try this again. Was really expecting to find a Warden Maiev in the top 10 cards of my 40 card deck with 25% of my deck being Maevs, but that's why they call it card games. Because you're drawing from a deck, and it's inherently random. So you could say, ooh, I got unlucky, ooh, boo is me. Or you can say, I am playing a card game, and that is just the nature of the beast. One of those answers protects your mentals. One of it wrecks it. Shaman. It's a Shaman. They're playing the best deck in the format. But, unlucky for them, they're playing against the best ever do it. That, of course, being me. If I wasn't abundantly clear. Anyway, I'm gonna mulligan. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan you. It's playing games with your head. That's the only game I see with that last match. Yeah. It was just testing my mental. And I'll always pass that test. Unless I'm like hour 2 into streaming, and then I'll always fail that test. Is Maiev working with CTA? I just... Whenever you play a minion? I don't assume so. Because CTA is summoning. Maiev is playing. Sure. 2-drop. 2-drop pass. Wouldn't mind another Maiev. That'd be kind of sick. Yeah, but if it was summon, that would be not good. Mr. Zeal. How's it going? And Zeal's partner.
Now or never.
So they did find their turn 1 play. Good on them. Good on them. Not a bad look. The rope is nice. Nope, can't play that card because low security wing prevents that. Alright. Here's my 1-4. So ideally, I'm drawing another Maiev next turn. If not, you know, so be it. I'll just play 2-drop. Or if I draw a 1-drop, ooh, triple 1-drop with Maiev actually seems disgusting. Oh, they're going to really prioritize killing this Maiev, huh? Alright. Whoa. That is a decision. So let's play this. Odds are I draw one drop. Oh, funny. Oh, it's so... Oh, actually. It is so funny.
The light dims. We
I'll box into there. Turn 2, 7, 7. What a joke. Well, I have turn 3, whatever the heck this is going to be. So with Mermy, does Mermy shattering this card make you discard it if it is shattered? That's an interesting question. So here's my stats. This is actually kind of cool. So we go Violet. Dude, this is kind of neat. And then we play out these bad boys. Okay, okay, I'm starting to believe. I'm starting to believe this deck. Wait a minute. Now they can have something disgusting this following turn. They took last turn off because they wanted their 7/7. I get that. And I kind of took my turn off by doing... That's not good. By doing, hopefully they don't have double shock. That would stink putridly. A smelly smell. Okay. I mean, it's not looking great for me. I'll be honest with you. As long as this 1/1 can survive, I'm feeling pretty decent about myself. I would also like to draw another 1-drop. A lot of caveats. I mean, like, is really drawing a 1-drop that insane? Like, my whole deck is 1-drops. What you got, opponent? We're preparing. What is that card? The world may never know. So we are going to push here. We're going to go here. Crunch a bunch into there. And we are ultimately going to trade like that. Alright, cool. They need a lot to go right this turn. But if any deck can deal with it, it might be Shaman. It's quite the good class, I hear. Looks like they're going to try to discover a way out of this. They're going to rewind the effect. They didn't like what they saw. Let's see if the slot machine can return something more favorable. Low security wing after playing a spell. A decision to be sure. I played this deck not too long ago. I did that every time, and the chat absolutely loved it. They lived for it. I was thinking of putting Violent Treasure Girl for Beatrix and filling with 1 to 2 cost spells plus her Crusader aura. I had the exact same thought. And I kinda love it. Yeah, it's a death rattle, unfortunately, not a battle cry. But even a battle cry wouldn't have got you out of that bind. Okay. I'm starting to understand the power of this deck. It's making sense to me.
Uther versus Lunara.
Oh, this dude loves pho, I guess.
I will
Considers
fight
themselves the
for
king of it. I believe it's pho, not foe. I believe it's pho. Is anyone who has enough control versus this deck in standard? Might be Priest. Actually, that is the next deck that I kind of want to play. Maybe even today. Light maneuvers in the opener. It's kind of hot, but at the same time, I have so many ways to draw flight maneuvers that I kind of want to throw it back. Between Treasure Gill, finding armaments, and armaments itself. Let's do a full mull. Let's do a full mull. We're going to go Protector into hopefully Maiev. No? Does Maiev get shuffled in afterwards, I'm just now noticing? It does, so I'm not likely to find it in the mulligan. 13-year-old's idea of a great gamer tag, if I've ever seen one. Oh, there's into soup. Tastes like soup. Can't fault them for loving a nice bowl of soup. Protector, I hardly know her. Just in case I rip a Maiev off the tippy top, is my thinking. So they have the Shift. Word. So they're kind of a slower deck, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. I've been known to be mistaken. Maiev. Hit me with it. Worst game of my life. Platy into Maiev. I have a coin. Okay. That's fine. I'll take it. Next turn's gonna be crazy. Hopefully. Can they deal with a 1/4, this deck? I hope not. If they can deal with a 1/4, I think I'll just alert the authorities. If that makes sense. Horn of Plenty. Can that discover a nature spell that can deal with the 1/4? I believe it can. But let's just assume they're not going to find it. And I believe we assumed correctly. Okay, well. 2 mana win the game. That's what it comes down to. Nice. I was not expecting my opponent to concede that quickly, I'll be honest. Maybe this will be a quick video to shoot. Another shaman. There's my main man, Maiev. How do we feel about this guy? I feel like this is kind of just like filler. I want better 1-drops. And we did not find better 1-drops, but we have double Maiev. And likely we'll draw a 1-drop off the tippy top, right? Gold Mugsy. We got a gamer. Oh, it's Z Shaman. Oh. Holy Maiev. Alright. The knowledge of soup gave him and gave up. Yeah, unfortunately, not enough soup for the opponent. Sizzling Cinder. How do we feel about a 1/4? How do we feel about a 1/4? Oh, they're just going to try to box me. They're just boxing. And whelping. Okay. Alright, my opponent is concerning me. Another Maiev. Alright.
Stand and face justice. Stand and face justice.
I'll chill. I don't know if I win this race, I'll be honest with you. I feel like not having a 1-drop on 1 was pretty trash for me, personally. Oh, they're loaded up, ready to go. They're primed and ready. Maiev is broken loose. So has my Cinder. That's my turn. That's my turn. Yeah, they seem to be an aggressive archetype of shaman, huh? What does Z have in store for me? So they just want... That seems like they may have wanted a little bit more juice out of that. I probably would have done some trading first so you can get another 2-1 out of it, but... Can't blame them too much. I just maybe would have won a different order with my Slag Claw. Oh, they... Okay. Oh, massive snipe. Disgusting. Alright, now I get to do my game plan. Okay. Armaments will draw flight maneuvers. Love that for me personally. Platysaur will draw me hopefully a 1-drop. The best ever do it.
Hey, I got you, friend.
And does this win me the game on its own? I feel like it might. I feel like it might, because they're going to be trying to prioritize killing my Evs. And I'm going to be prioritize making their life total equal nothing. That's my personal goal. They want to target my dormant minions, it looks like, which is a very interesting strategy. I might actually clear the way with my... Because these don't stack. Yeah, so I can clear the way with these.
Stand and face justice.
So I'll clear the way. And I think I'm cool with just doing this. And I am going to remain true to what I was going to say. And I was going to prioritize touching their face. So it looks like my snowball-y strategy was a little better than the goon. Caught my opponent gooning and walked away with a dub. Is the main takeaway from that match. So it seems like having multiple very powerful legendary snowballing minions is pretty potent, I must say. It's pretty potent. A rogue who's feeling a little L7TE elite for those who don't speak gamer. Firefly is actually a really good way to round out the curve. Double Maev is hilarious. Double Maev is just so insane, dude. It's like actually so disgusting. There's only 2 chances to beat this deck. Clear the board or massive aggro who can kill on 2 turns. Yeah, this deck does seem a bit polarizing, huh? Do I just coin it out? Alright, turn 1/1/4. Deal with it. Deal with it or perish. I do not have many spells, I'll be honest with you. Not many spells from me. Dormant and dormant. Alright, the snowball has started. I have a feeling they wanted to do something with that 3/4 when it came to my 1/4. But alas, I just wanted to protect them. I just kind of like them. So this is like a weird aggro deck where you're always a turn behind, but when you're online, it just goes absolutely nutty. You're gonna need to swing that weapon into my 1-1 again if you don't mind. Dude, this is so disgusting. This deck seems unsavory to play against. Commander Beatrix is just such a messed up card. And then they're going, dude, they are putting 2 Rite of Twilights into my 5-drop, or into my 1-drop. So 4 mana worth of spells into my 1-drop. That is... I mean, it can only behoove me, I would suppose. I have a 4/7. Okay. So, draw into the Nutty card. And then I'm going to ultimately ignore what they do. Yeah. If they want to try clearing my board again, they can try. I'm going to have quite the good refill. So they're trying to juice up their monkey while also, like, getting on board. Because, like, you need to fight my board with a board. Okay, there you go. Juices up the monkey and gets on board. So now they're going to try, again, sending a lot of resources into my glacial shards. I do have to appreciate that. And I'm going to ignore your board. Yet again, I think. This is so disgusting. So double my Ev, and they're also Divine Shielded up. I'm going to ignore everything you do. So this is my board. It's turn 5. But they do have a Vanessa. And Vanessa can do things in the form of Battlecry minions. So they do need to kind of high roll me into Oblivion. Let's see if they can do it. That's pretty good. My opponent is kind of dunking on me. Not gonna sugarcoat it. They're kind of dunking on me with this. Huh. Okay. Okay, fine. Opponent, I see you. I see you. I respect you. They're gonna backstab. Yeah, yep, yep, yep. Okay, okay, fine, fine. Do I still have lethal? Yes. Yes, I do. Okay, well that was terrifying. I'll give them that. That was a bit on the spooky side. Because what's going to happen is they are going to be dealt lethal damage. Then they're going to go to 4, correct? And I do conveniently have 5 damage on the board. Huh. I think I played 3 Maevs. It's enough. It's enough Maevs. I kind of like this deck. Am I the asshole? I like aggro paladin. I've yet to draw Nozdormu because I kind of just don't want to.
Uther versus Rexa.
So this is supposed to be the bad matchup,
I will fight.
if I understand this correctly. Because they are just going to rush me down before I can do my cool stuff, aka Warden Maiev.
It's go time.
But if I can go Righteous Protector, Maiev, Glacial Shard on turn 3 off the coin, that could be a winning strategy. Okay, so there's the Cinder. Do I go Cinder for Cinder? I'll go Cinder for Cinder. I want to swap Concealing Confession for Vanessa and one Black Market guy, just because I feel not enough draw here. Oh, maybe. I don't hate that idea. What I'm going to do... This is so disgusting. Maiev, coin, get this 2-1 out of here. Now, they need to figure out a way to deal 3 damage at least to Maiev. That is their objective. This is their winning strategy, is dealing with Maiev. Will they be able to do it? This gamer hopes not. And it looks like I will get away with murder. Love that for me, personally. Do I even deploy Platy? I don't need to deploy Platy. I don't need the card draw yet. I'm obviously going to protect her. I hardly know her. The question is, do I shoot here and bump? Because I think either way they're going to try to clear my 1-4, and I feel like I'm on the back foot right now.
One shot, one kill.
So I am going to... I'm going to take my +12/+12 and a little bit of a trade situation. Alright, yeah. Yeah, Concealing Confection doesn't seem super stellar. I guess it's just like a 1-drop that provides additional value, and this deck is likely just going to run out of steam very quickly. And that's the overall idea, I guess. So now my board is juiced to the gills. And I do have some card draw with Platy. Can I get another? So hoping to get another Warden. No Warden again. Worst game of my life. I'll freeze here, and I'm actually going to hero power instead of playing these guys out, because I do want some juice just in case Maiev shows up. Yeah, that feels responsible. So they're digging incredibly aggressively for Tolvir, because that is the card that their deck ultimately wins with. How good is their Tolvir right now? It's not bad. I mean, it's like Insano card because Tolvir is the only reason Hunter is viable. Looks like they didn't find it, or they determined that it wasn't enough. Either way, off to the next one. Thank you, Starlight. I appreciate it. I kind of want to try making more of those. I think it could have been better. The pacing for the video was a little strange. My transition between the cards, I feel like could have been better, but a solo content creator with no team, that's kind of the rub. But I do appreciate it.
Uther versus Gul'dan. Mine is the only way. I will fight with honor.
These are all pretty good. Fixing Raucous Rastakhan. Okay. Dude, I always struggle with that expansion name. Yeah, I think I want to go in order because I've already done have I already done Black Rock and Roll, right? No. I haven't done that one yet. Um is this a full keep situation? I want to find a Warden. Warden is how I win the game. All right, let's find Warden. I want to go in order. TGT was the first expansion, so I would love to be able to do the expansions in order, but Rastakhan's Rumble definitely needs some love. I'll even do like powerful sets like what's the one that everybody loved to hate? Mean Streets of Gadgetzan. If the video does well, I'm definitely going to mess with fixing Mean Streets of Gadgetzan. I think that'd be cool. Because while it was powerful, there is still some legendaries to fix. So what's my opponent think about my turn 1 Platy? Seeing this is giving me flashbacks to Wild. Luckily, Warlock, from what I understand, is significantly worse in this format. And they are playing... what's it called? I don't know what it's called. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a card that did start in my deck. I'm going to shoot them in their noggin. Are we getting a Balance Patch Tuesday? I hope so. That'd be great. I hope we get a Balance Patch tomorrow. That'd be fantastic. But isn't like a big tournament going on right now with Standard? Everybody brought Mug Shaman because, you know, Mug Shaman is clearly the best deck in the format. Also, holy 5-drop in the middle of my hand. Kind of embarrassing. Sizzling a Cinder. Sure. And we will box into their face. I heard this week is when the balance patch is going to come up. Thank goodness. Obviously, they desperately need to release something because, you know, the community's getting a little antsy. They're getting a little riled up. Justfully so. It is both Standard and Wild need a little bit of work. Just a little bit. Nothing too intense. Ooh. Ow. Ouchies, maybe. Am I just gonna deploy? Ugh, this is so awkward. One shot, one kill. TBH. We'll keep this around. It's not like blocking anything. I hope Solarium to 2 mana when they ban Godfrey too. Yeah, because like if they do change anything in Wild, we're just gonna go back to... If they change anything with Godfrey, we're probably just gonna go back to discard Warlock, Hostage Mage, and Questline Demon Hunter meta. Which, you know, I'm sure somebody enjoys that kind of playstyle, but not my most favorite strategy in card games, I would say. Not my first decision to play that sort of meta. What could they fix in Standard, though? I hear a lot of people complain about 2-bit Rogue, but when I was playing it / when I was playing against it, it seems like a general Rogue deck. I think people just like kind of don't like the flavor of Rogue, which is like, I guess fair, but what 2-bit Rogue does is exactly what Rogue has always done. So I feel like those people just don't like Rogue. Yeah, but what can we change about Godfrey? Taking away the 1-cost discount? Not a big deal. Yeah, I guess that's what it would need to be. But the weird thing about that is you would need to change that for only Wild. Because the deck, honestly, like, I'm probably going to lose this game because, you know, control deck versus a board-based deck. But you can't just change it in Wild and not Standard. I'd really like Catacombs to 1 mana too, but no way that happens while it's in Standard. Yeah. Yeah, touching anything that's legal in Standard with a nerf just isn't doable, so they just have to ban things, I think. Hitting Rogue is common in WoW too. It feels like that kind of thing. Like, oh, they're gonna take control of my 5/2? Just to, like, nerf it, I guess? Or, make sure it's still, like, summoning sig? Okay, they're just, like, healing 5. Word. Word, word, word. I get it. That makes sense to me. So we're gonna go... Abusive. Confection. Now the question is, do I also flight maneuvers? And I think the answer is weirdly yes. And we box their face for 7 or 5. Yeah. Ew, Standard. Yeah. I'm sorry, Potty Guabo. Figured I would go to the dark side of Standard while Wild is figuring out what they want to do. It's, you know, Standard is fine. Yeah, Wild is trash too. Yeah, I think Standard is just like a kind of a prettier trash. It's like in like a pink trash bag, while... Two reforms, to answer your question. Sidekick. So I'm obviously gonna trade this in. Box in here, box in here. Bump. I think I have to trade here. Go 5 in here.
I got you, friend.
Sure. Well, in the turn. Yeah, if they have AoE, it's over. If they don't have AoE, I win. To be frank, they just banned Godfrey. Cute Warrior dominates even harder, I think. They might need... No, I hate to say this. They might need to ban Warp Tooth. Like, maybe even like preemptively ban Warp Tooth. Because I agree that if... Sure. If Warlock goes away, then the next broken deck that was just introduced, Warp Tooth Warrior, Cute Warrior, is just going to dominate. Like, that deck, even if it's not like the best deck in the format, is like such an atrocious play pattern. I know I was trying to be more positive with Hearthstone, but, you know, let me vent. Like, turn 1... 2 3/3s charging at your face, just like, I can't imagine that was a good decision. It looks like I won that. Holy smokes, Warlock is bad. Their control decks can't beat board-based aggro. Yeah, we can't nerf Godfrey. We can't nerf Godfrey or Atlas if this is what Warlock is like in Standard. We just can't touch those cards. That was disgusting. Dude, Warlock is so bad. Is Rafam really the best thing they can do? Is this like the best Warlock deck is Rafam Warlock? There's no way. Let me check it out. Let me check out on a good old HS Guru. Minimum 1600 games, player class, Warlock. Holy shit. Rafam Warlock is the best they can do. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. What's the win rate in that deck? 49%. The best Warlock deck is a 49%. And I'm going to guess a lot of that comes down to Ultra Gigasaur scam with Possessed Animancer, not just the Rafams. Alright. Big Demons is their other thing, but it's poop from a butt. Yeah. Big Demons typically are a bit poopy from the butt. From what I've, not to be crass, but I'm just reading the chat message. But I do agree. Double My Hev is so good. Yeah, I'm keeping. You can try Herald too, but it's expensive. I mean, according to like HS Guru, like expensive isn't really a thing with HS Guru. People are just gonna play the best decks that they have available to them. And it looks like Herald is pretty much not played. Can they answer this? I'll try it. Might as well try it. Oh, do they have the mend? Looks like they do. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Alright, fine. I'm gonna play this while I still can, because I don't want to draw the other one. Fantastic. So next turn I can Warden Shard. So you never see Herald Warlock unless you decide to play Control Priest, and then you immediately queue into Herald Warlock and lose. Gotcha. So it's a control deck that can only beat control decks in a aggro meta. Gotcha. Heard and word. Let's just play it. We'll take the +3/+3. Yep, nailed it. Gotcha. Because one guy built the deck and everyone is using that, but someone has to have ideas out there. I was about to make a video, weirdly enough, talking about why Hearthstone is so impossible to balance. And my conclusion was that that a lot of people say like, oh, the Hearthstone team just doesn't nerf things. They only, like, they don't play test things. I'm just gonna crash in. This guy next turn's gonna go crazy. Actually, no, it's not, because it's gonna be dormant. It's people say like Team 5 doesn't play test anything and they just release things that are broken. And they say that because the community is so quick at finding the broken strategy. But the difference between us as the community, one, we are much bigger than Team 5. I looked it up this morning. Team 5 has 150 people in it. And I have to assume not everybody on the team is working to balance the game. So let's say they have 10 people. So they have maybe 10 playtesters total who are trying to... I need to box into there, unfortunately. That's kind of annoying. They're just going to gain this life anyway. They only have so many people that can playtest the game. And we have thousands of players with resources like HS Guru and HS Replay And holy shit, that guy's big. And their team just has to work with data that they collect themselves. So I definitely do not envy them for having to sift through how to balance this game, because it does seem nearly impossible.
Stand and face justice.
I'm gonna box into them. Hey, Fruit, can I friend request you? Do it, brother. I would be surprised if even half of that works on main Hearthstone. Oh, Team 5 doesn't just work on Hearthstone? I could have sworn that's how it worked. I could be wrong. I mean, I'm probably wrong. I've been known. This just in, I've been known to be wrong. Kind of unfortunate. It looks like my opponent...
I got you, friend.
What's up, Mookie? What's my friend tag? I will, you know what? I am going to provide my friend tag on the Discord, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. Is this a thinly veiled way for people to for me to advertise my Discord? Sure. Sure. But what would I be if I wasn't trying to plug my Discord? What kind of guy would I be? You know? I respect the hustle. You gotta respect the hustle. You gotta respect the hustle. Now, does posting the Discord require me to actually post the Discord? Sure. My opponent just put me in a freaking body bag. I just closed the window. Yep, I'm in a body bag. Screw it, we can just post it here. Bang. Boom. They do, but Battlegrounds, Arena, they have their own people with it. Yeah. So, like, they have their Battlegrounds experts, they have their Arena experts, they have their Wild experts, I assume. I think I lost this game. Right? Yeah, we lost this game. That's fine, that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, like... There's 150 people that work for Team 5. There's no way that they can all work to try to balance this game. It's just not possible. Like, that's just a crazy unrealistic expectation. Okay, Maev has awoken. Abusive Sergeant has... awoken. I'm just gonna concede this game. We go to the next one. GG, opponent. You cleared my board. Shadow Word Ruin is very good against my deck. So the one time I played Nozdormu, I lost the game because of Shadow Word Ruin. Interesting. Interesting. I don't mind the suggestion of Vanessa instead of Nozdormu. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I'm kind of living for it. Nas without the double and turn aura bad.
I will fight with honor.
I don't want to say it's like bad. Like, is Nozdormu with the aura good? Yes. I'll concede that. Sure. Very good even, I would say. I'll draw another Maev. But I don't think alone he's bad. Holy smokes, he's back in my hand. I'm screaming and crying.
It's go time.
Play a Cinder, if you don't mind. They did not play a Cinder. They did mind. Actually, this just... So turn 1, draw a card. He heard you talking shit. Yeah, Nozdormu was like, so you say I'm bad, huh? Check this out. I'm in your hand, dog. I'm all up in that hand, dog. So I have my 1/4. And my opponent, I don't believe, can deal 4 damage to a minion on turn 2 as a face hunter. That deals 1 damage to my face. Oh, they're playing the Tripwire deck. That's kind of neat. So I am definitely going to try to block their Tripwire next turn, because I think that's how they're going to try to defeat my 1/3. And I just simply will not stand for that. Don't need to play that yet. I'll play a 1/1. Oh, I forgot 1 damage because I was reading Good Day, Sir. Can I ask you what you prefer, standard or wild? I mean your feelings about that. Historically, I like wild more, but wild is doo-doo trash right now. So it's a coin flip. I think both are fine. I know that's like the biggest cop-out answer I could possibly give you, but it is the cop-out answer I'm going to give you. Draw last with this thing. Definitely interesting. Definitely an interesting strategy. Oh. Oh. I want to make sure I get the juice from this. Okay, so if I lose by 1 damage, we'll just look back to that previous turn and we'll blame Russian name. I would attempt to pronounce that, but I don't even know how to start. Like, literally the first letter, no idea where to even start. I want to say that's an R, but it's also an upside down L. So, no idea. Completely lost. Is my opponent going to bash into my 4/4 with their face? You gotta respect the hustle, you gotta respect the grind. Okay, I joined the Discord, sheesh, and you will get a battle tag. Ramis. Probably. Get scammed. Get scammed. Man, easiest scam of my life. It reads German Bob Kusch. Yeah. LOL fair. Get the Twitter hate post ready. I'm ready for it. Do I play everything? Kovich. Okay, yeah. I can pronounce that. That's a word I can definitely pronounce. I'm just gonna go face, I don't care. Punch their face. Incoming Twitter flame. I'm ready for it. Hit me with that flame. So this gives every other minion. Give your minions. Oh, so he also gets Divine Shield. This card's so crazy. Like, this card's like absolutely like kind of unreal. They have a 3/4. Nice. Nice. I love that for them. So they're gonna punch in. And then face is the place. Hey, you gotta respect that. We'll focus on clearing, and now we have an uncontested Nosdormu. Why is this card like this? I know I just trash talked it, but man, is this card unreal. Rip Hunter. I'd say the Hunter might be dealing with a rip situation. Hey, they do have a Tripwire. Not taunt. Swing into my Nosdormu to show me that I lost to this card. Yeah. I hate Nosdormu. Kinda me too. It's just like a turbo pushed legendary that's just generally good. Kind of like a 1-card combo type of legendary. So, I drink a lot of water. Sorry, I hate playing against it. I mean, I'm right there with you. I feel bad playing the deck. I get made fun of a lot because I drink a lot of water. Stay hydrated, by the way. And I'm fresh out, but check this out. Your boy came prepared today. That's right. That was probably hella loud in the microphone, but stay moist. Oh, super moist. All right. So what's our record with this deck? It is 7-2. Holy. I think that's enough games. Coin flip meta, got it. I feel the same, I think. By the way, Bobkovich, completely right. Okay, Bobkovich. I see a Bob in there. Yeah, I see Bob. I see Bobby. Fruit jars in the web shop win. Yeah. Fruit branded ball jars. That's the first merch drop. Hey, your Discord said don't be weird. Doesn't that rule out like everybody here? Yeah. I'm not sure who made that rule. It obviously does not apply to anybody here. Clearly, if you look at the freaking Discord, it's in disarray. Honest to God, the first day the Discord was live, the first day, I think it was message 5, somebody posted a Hitler GIF. So they saw that don't be weird rule and they were like, you know, it's not weird. World War II historical figure Adolf Hitler. That's what they said. It was Sean. Not many people came to my rescue, but we can pin on Sean if you want. We can pin on Sean. Anyway, I do not condone hot take. You know what? You can cancel me on Twitter. I don't like what Hitler did. Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me either. I know. Yeah, I mean, Sean does have the fruit membership tag near his name that probably made him a little zealous. Edgy take. Yeah, I personally did not care for it. I didn't care for what that man did, and I for one am putting my foot down, and I'm saying I didn't like it. I think it was a jerk move what he did. I think it was lame, even. I think it was pretty lame. So you can cancel me if you want. You can unsubscribe from the channel if you think that if I went too far, but that's just what I personally believe. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry if that offends you. Let's play Egg Priest. Play some Egg Priest. Oh, Rexar. Okay. So we just got done playing Aggro Paladin. And I whooped every hunter with that deck. Sean is a cool guy. I think he didn't know that Hitler rule. My apologies for I didn't know the Hitler rule. That might be nearly the most unhinged thing I've ever read in this chat. Oh, my apologies. I didn't know there was a rule against the man. Egg Priest, hey now, I'm getting moist. Okay, okay, but Potty Guapo. I like your energy. Keep that energy up. I like that. We're gonna lay some eggs. We're getting moist. We're laying eggs. That's what it's about. This card is so good. Okay, sleepy time now. Good night, y'all. Good night. You can't be dry squeezing out an egg. Sounds like you got some experience. It sounds painful. Okay, so you're not calling from personal experience. It's just what you've heard through the grapevine. Moisture might help the situation. Gotcha. Yeah, I guess I'm not sure either. Yeah, I would assume so. I would assume as much. Hypothesizing, yeah. We're really big into hypothesizing here at the Fruit channel. I just got dealt 10 damage on turn 3. So, do I complain? Who do I complain to? I guess is what I'm asking. Let's try to survive. Step 1. Survive. So we have the Eternal Firebolt going, and I can pretty much answer whatever my opponent does from here on out. I think. I believe. Step 2 after surviving, just kind of a good time. Just kind of hang out, you know? Whenever this takes damage, get 1 Gorish Stinger. Okay. I am going to prioritize... I don't want to take 2 damage. But Sean really went into Hitler mode on Discord. Oh boy. I feel like I'm giving Sean a bad rap. It's impossible to explain without context, but it was relevant to the conversation at the time. I know it sounds bad even saying it out loud, but I promise you it was chill. It was, I mean, the more I say it, you know, I know Sean's the enemy, and I don't condone his actions. I'm off to Twitter to cancel Sean, actually. So, actually, we can maybe juice this up a little bit more. Disgusting. Actually disgusting. Oh. Soaked up some damage, though. Gotta give it to him. This is shuffle 2. That's fantastic. Okay, that's fine. What time is it where I'm at? It is about 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock in the gosh dang afternoon. Wait. Phenomenal order. Some are calling it the best order of all time. Bang. Huge. And then, right when you're acting wise, we... Do I do this to clean up more cleanly? No, I need to gain life. I need to gain life, sorry. Okay, there we go. Operation Gain Life. Maybe Bob is going to be the first EU fruit friend. No. I have EU, folks. Surely. I go crazy in the EU. Surely. I have to. Right? Who's with me? Anybody? No? Okay. No, it's cool. Let's chill. Let's chill. My opponent's trying to kill me for real, And like, I kind of just like don't appreciate it. That's cool. So we are going to shoot West Coast USA here. Hell yeah, brother. US of A represent. We need more US folks. Wouldn't mind being the EU. And we're instantly backpedaling. Restore a minion to full health, draw a card. If you think about it, I'm kind of a minion. I feel like men should be able to heal your face. Just kind of a hot take I have, I guess. We'll play a 1-2. Arcane Shot is a card I hope they don't have. How do I win this video game? Does not behoove me. Heck yeah. Throw the rock at me. One cost Reno for sure. Yeah. I think it'd be necessary. Wait, what the heck? Is that a 5-3 and a gulp? Anyway. Literal gulp moment. We can deal with that. Ouch. How do I win this video game? They have a 5-3? Yuck. Yuck for sure. So I can like pseudo fog them. We're gonna fog them. And I think I need to get a 20/20. Yeah, I'm gonna get a 20/20. Yeah. This feels responsible. I could have also gone for their 5-3, but I think taunting up is actually more important. Can I get anything from here? Okay. Sure. Sure. I don't mind that. Do they have any tech to deal with the 20/20? Yeah, the hunter was kind of out of his lane. Kind of disrespectful. I don't mind that their shovel can swing into my 4/6. I think I'd rather gain 4 than... That is a good trade. It's a pretty decent trade. What the heck is this thing? I didn't even read that card. Didn't even think about reading that card. And honestly, I'd skip reading it again. Kids reborn from corpses. Yeah. Unfortunately, I put those two together. Sick. Fantastic. Is my opponent dead? I'm dead. Me. I was the dead guy. That sucked. That matchup seems incredibly good for me. Oh well. We unfortunately get a lot of mileage out of the fruit sad emote. Unfortunately get a lot of mileage out of that one. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's literally a card game made for babies.
Anduin versus Anhilda.
A warrior.
Rise and carry out our lady's will.
The light shall bring victory.
How do I beat warrior? By just finding egg and hoping that's enough. Fair. Ooh. Ew. This hand is trash. Wow. All right. Well, we have our work cut out for us. We have 2 1/2s that don't draw a card. All right. 10 over. Where is it? Yeah, I can use my own emotes. There we go. Just gonna hit that real quick. All right, back to the program. You know what? Get him going. Don't kill his blood fighters. But I want to so bad. I want to kill his blood fighters so bad. It's all I want to do. But they have so many blood fighters. Oh, I didn't realize that Hogger told you how many duplicates it put in. So this is likely Hogger, or not Hogger. This is probably 2 Warp Tooths, the blood fighters, and something else. What is this deck? Let me cheat real quick. I have resources. Let me just first close all the There we go. Dragon Warrior. That's not what I'm looking for. They just freaking hit me in my face. Kind of disrespectful. Warrior. I feel like I just want to egg. Get my egg on. Lego my ego type beat. So let me scroll through all these Dragon Warriors. There's Logosh. So it's Nightmare Lord Xavius, Warp Tooth, and the Blood Fighters. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Got your list downloaded, brother. Copy a card from your deck and one from your opponent's deck. Okay, so we want this to hit Umbra, I am guessing. Oh, it's... Is that common for this deck? No. It's just Herald Warrior. Word. I think I just want a 6/6. Sure. There it is. I got a big old 6/6. You may swing into it with your weapon if you must. I'm honestly taking a bit of damage, huh? Didn't realize I was at 24. And this deals 2 damage to a random enemy. May I interest you in an egg? An egg of Kalos, if you will. Double Herald. Weird. Like the idea. I like Imbue Warrior. Imbue Warrior. They should give every class an Imbue. I don't think Warrior has Imbue. They have me second guessing. Herald. Yes. No problem. I do like the Imbue hero powers. I think they're a neat design. Historically, they were like kind of problematic, especially like Druid. Druid's Herald hero power, of course, was a little nutty for a little too long. Dude, egg, can you just do something? That is disgusting. This is gross. I am going to... Maybe that's an idea for a video I can do. What the other classes' imbue powers could do. Ooh. I kind of mess with that. Sure. That'd be a cool PowerPoint, though. Dark Gifts or a 1/2? I want their cards. Let me see them. I wish I didn't do that. But here we are. Thank goodness Brawl's no longer in this format. What a terrible card for Standard to have. Board wipes should be banned in Hearthstone. Hot take. Just let people build boards and don't interact and just go face. That's my brand of Hearthstone. What a crazy roll to get off of the Soothsayer. Just the army in a can into an army in a can. And then my 3 drops are... may also have death rattles that will produce more minions. Could you imagine? Face is the place. Face is not the place. Fair enough. There's Warp Tooth. There's Warp Tooth, I guess. Ooh. It's kind of disgusting. I will take this opportunity. Yeah. And then we deal with this with my face. we can gain a tiny bit of life. Oh, should I have done this first before? Oh, I regret it. If this does an egg, I'm gonna be really sad. Okay, thank goodness. Disgusting. Holy, I'm gonna read that later. What do you do? Battle cry? Okay, you do nothing. Gotcha. Just a 6-mana 6/7. Imbue warrior, equip a weapon. Bigger imbue, bigger weapon. Oh, big weapon. It's a weird ass card. Alright, I'll read it. Battle cry, you draw your 2 highest cost cards. Your opponent draws your 2 lowest cost cards. That is a weird ass card. I have no idea how you would abuse this ability. Maybe you can draw your opponent 2 wisps, but then your opponent just has 2 wisps. Yeah, this card's trash. It's Warlock, right? Yeah. I think this is Warlock, so that tracks for it being absolutely doo-doo garbage. Let's go ahead and, if you don't mind, we are going to naturally crunch into there, swing into there. Honestly, let's get a big guy. Holy, yeah. Love that for me. Crunch. That's a pretty good roll. I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty good roll. So they are warriors, so they can likely deal with the nonsense I was doing, I would assume. I'm like still assuming that warrior has control tools that are worth anything. Kind of cute to still believe that warrior can do anything to me. Holy. He's trying to kill me. Wait a minute. Wait. That's illegal. At least I thought it was. Hopefully my egg survives so I can answer this cleanly. Dude, imagine they miss my 6-2 with their random RNG effect at end of turn. What a weird gamble to take. They're just going to go face. There you go. There you go. That's thinking with your whole head. Okay, can I win the video game? If I draw a hold, I can. So it's a 1 in 9 chance. If I don't hit, can I still do everything I want? So the obvious play is 7 mana for all time hit Firebolt, but okay, I have enough. So backup plan is doing that move. But the main plan, of course, is just to defeat my opponent with a 10-10 or a 10-9 egg. That is the ultimate goal. Nice. That's usually how Egg Priest wins games. Exactly like that. One day we are actually no, against the Hunter we did do the Egg of Kalos fully crack it, but then we died to burn damage. And did we complain? Sure. Sure, we did complain, but you know, what are you gonna do? Not complain? Fat chance. Fat chance.
Anduin,
versus king.
Okay, we have a rematch. Redemption. Against this evil, evil creature.
Shall bring victory.
Do we keep my triumph? Do we also keep the bird? I think we keep them both. This has lifesteal, which is very good against an aggressive class. And we got the bearer.
An excellent choice.
Will my opponent always have this on turn 1? Sure. Sure. Why wouldn't they? Will I always have the answer on turn 1? Absolutely. Absolutely I will. Okay, thank goodness. If they had another one, I was going to punch my webcam in as hard as I could, but luckily do not need to invest in a new webcam. We'll activate that later. Yeah, we'll activate that later. Go wide for me, opponent, if you do not mind. Okay, they are going to do the actual opposite. Curious. Wound prey, sure, sure. And then next turn, if they're trying to go wide with beasts, okay, okay. We have a strategy. We're not going to coin out Maeve's Triumph. We're going to do that later. Okay. We have... See, this is why we have plans. A 5-4, we love that. And a 3-4. Just what I thought. Concede button is on the bottom right, opponent. And I will gain a just a little bit of life. Yeah, my Medivh does a mean cater job. His pot roast, unrivaled. Delicious. Delicious and scrumptious stuff. It appears my opponent is still trying to kill me. If a friendly minion dies... Oh, okay, okay, I see. Yeah, we can answer that. Crunch. A bunch. Alright, cool. Back up to 26 I go. Another 5 cost. Okay, okay. Another 5 cost beast. From the boys back home. We can answer that again with our pretty cool, repeatable answer. Insane splits. Only my opponents. Oh. We could crunch a bunch into there, gain a little bit of life. We could also prioritize developing. I think I'm going to prioritize developing. Kind of don't hate this. But this is also very good. Yeah, this does counter the tokens they get, which is pretty good. Also taunts up against the aggro deck. Fine, fine. Against my better judgment. We'll call it a day. Lifesteal, yet again, coming up clutch. This is not good. This is bad. I want to say this is bad. This is trash. So are they going to prioritize killing my 3-2? I think they are.
No quarter for traitors.
Holy, that is a big boy. I need the Shadowward Ruin, if you don't mind. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind that one. Can you take any damage? Thank you. No shot. Dude, this deck is so good. I'm getting absolutely styled on. It's actually a tragedy. Dude. Come on, man. I mean, I have to kill that. Sure. Am I just dead, though? Yeah, I'm just dead. Dang, dude. Tripwire Hunter is so good. It's so resilient.
Sisters, my instinct is
Yeah.
to hunt down our enemies.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And it comes with lag. Holy lag out of nowhere. No lag issues this whole stream, and then we're lagging again. This feels like very advanced level BM. Yeah, the cringe from the hunter is definitely slowing down my system.
Quarter for traitors.
Silver arrowheads.
Okay. Is that the only damage they had? I hope so. Face? Yes. Or not face, I mean. Not face. Thank you very much. Okay, I can be at 1. That's fine. Okay. We then, of course, crunch into here. We then make them a little smaller. They have a lot of cards in hand. We are, of course, going to smite Fireball. Sure. Thank you for all the wild videos. Mill Druid video is my favorite. See you. Have a good night and be safe. You too, Bobby. I kind of forgot they had that card. Actually, I still have a 3/7 with Taunt. That's great. Kinda. Kinda great. So they're gonna try to punch through that. Okay. Do they make more things shuffled in? They do. That sucks. That sucks. And then another confront the 12-year. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Excellent choice.
That makes sense. What can I do to defeat this hunter deck specifically. So brutal. How many Earthen Roars do they typically play? Is it usually just one? Am I cheating by looking up their deck? Not really. I'd argue not really. Earthen Roar is always a 2 of. That is not good. That is bad. So we go here. Here. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep. Dead as hell. That matchup seems bad now that I know they have Earthen Roar. It seems unwinnable? Question mark? The funny thing is, like, Tripwire Hunter isn't even the most popular hunter. It's just Face Hunter. But I keep facing freaking Tripwire Hunter. Ah! Okay, it's a paladin.
My blade burns with holy fire.
Tripwire has a 57 win rate. Yeah, I mean, it's still very good. It's, still very good, I guess. Whatever. My opponents can play good decks, I guess. Just wish they wouldn't. We're bruising? What flavor of bruising is my opponent up to? I think this is fine being at 3 mana. I think it's perfectly fine. Okay, so Treasure Gill is not their thing that they're bruising. Not as good as even Warlock. Dude, I hate this deck, brother. I mean, it is trash. It is just the worst deck in the world, dude. What do you... Literally, like I didn't even draw a card. Alright. That's fine. It's fine. It's literally fine. Literally fine. Here's my 6/6. Maybe I shouldn't have played the 6/6. It's actually a better... I forget that this also gains life. Maybe I should have egged and not spent the coin. Yeah, probably. I think Egg Warlock was worse. I think Egg Warlock was worse. In Wild? Am I gonna discover a card or nah? There we go, Hearthstone. Oh, thinking about it. Thinking about it. Ooh, elusive. Oh, wait. Yes. Dude. Come on, Hearthstone. I believe in you. There we go. Okay, and we're also going to imbue our hero power. Fantastic. Ooh. Not the Death Maw. Turn 4, 2020. Turn 5, another one. I played a lot of Egg Warlock, I'll be honest. The deck was fun. Playing the good deck, playing the broken deck, is very fun. Hot take. Playing the tier S most turbo broken deck is just a certified good time. Did I play Yogg Titan when it was its first iteration? Yes. I played that deck so much. It was like the most fun Titan in the whole format. So why do you hate Evenlock? Asking a content creator to explain their reasoning, I can't. Literally can't. Wish I could. But alas, I cannot. I am going to get my egg on. Give a character Divine Shield. Give minions in your hand +2 health. Oh, bet. Sick. Nice. You just said you like broken decks? Using my own words against me. Toxic Foxy. Just remaining true to the first part of your name. Making me take accountability for the things I said just a few seconds ago? What? Unreasonable. It's just unreasonable, I think. Do I... Holy smokes. If you don't mind me saying, holy smokes. I am gonna take the opportunity to do that. Their board was getting a little unruly. Hello. Hello there. Bang. Alright. Board cleared. Tells us how your relationship with Broxigar DH. I will never be misguided with my opinion there. Dude, this paladin is not settling down. They absolutely refuse to settle down. I, in fact, will... I'll draw 2. Just to get the party started. Just to, you know... Oh, hello there. Bang. Do I do this? Oh, it could have some... Screw it. What do I got? Eggs. Straight up eggs. Oops, all eggs. Alright, opponent. What you... Just another one. Just another one. Surely the opponent will eventually run out of stuff to do, right?
The light dims.
No. No shot. So they did not draw Gelbin, which is huge for a guy like me. Let's discover something. Oddly, I think I want Holy Smite. And do I want the Breaker? Definitely don't want this. Definitely don't want this. Alright, yeah, we're getting the Breaker. Or Bulwark. No, Scale Breaker. That's how I read it. Okay, we're back. Elune. Looking for a teensy bit of guidance, if you do not mind. 10 mana, what you got, opponent? 10 mana and a dream. Holy. Whoa, brother. Whoa. Wait, I fell for this last time too. You're gonna make your minions too big. Opponent, don't do it. Let everybody look away. They're gonna do it. You hate to see it happen. You hate to see it happen to them. He's a good man. He was a good man. At the end of your turn, get a shadow spell. Discover a 3-crossed, summon a 2/3 copy of it. Give me that shadow spell. Let me see it. Heck yeah. Yeah, this is about to put in the bulwark. Haven't you learned anything, old man? You're not supposed to play big minions against priest. Oh, that's pretty cute. Certified cute. Oh no. Don't do it. Don't do it, opponent. It's not worth it. We will ultimately just kind of ignore the tax they just put on me. Sure. Yeah, we're just gonna ignore the tax. Like, we're gonna pay it. We're not gonna dodge our taxes, but we are gonna ultimately ignore it. And we are gonna experience a little bit of lag. So bear with me while I hold this Holy Smite up to this 6-1. So how's your day going? Mine, you know, it's been better. Been better. Just playing a little bit of Hearthstone. Playing a little bit of Lagstone. Alright, you have a 4-5. Alright, fantastic. Alright, we're back. We have even more value off of our totem. Our goat. There's Gelbin. There he is. Wow. What a guy. Okay. And we will... We'll destroy Gelbin. We will discover... Silent and destroy a random? Sure. I don't mind that. Alright. So my opponent is no longer... doesn't have as much aura as before. They have a little bit of aura. Not going to take that away from them, but that not as much as before.
The bruisers have a few questions. Have faith.
Whoa. Big boy. Probably. Yeah, he's about out of gas. For sure. I think I'm just gonna Shadow Word Ruin him. And then also play this 3/6. Sure. It's a 1-for-1, but I think it's necessary. This is gonna clean up a bit of the board. I'm a bit in danger. Gonna be honest with you. I'm a bit in danger. But their Gelbin stuff is about to run out, I think.
Start with me.
They're still bruising. They're still cruising. They're still bruising.
This fire must not burn again.
So they want to prioritize killing that guy. That makes sense. Definitely would not mind a way to kill this thing off. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna do this. Trade in there. And hope that this also gives me a 2020. Great. Okay. We found our 2020. And this 5-3, I guess. Maybe a little lucky. I can admit when I'm being a little lucky. Yeah. It's seeming like a bit of luck is on my side.
Hello, challenger.
Equality. Oh no. Interesting. Like, it's annoying, for sure. Holy smokes, am I dead? Am I dead? I am, aren't I? Nice. Wow. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. The Paladin has a quite a bit of gas, huh? Every deck is an OTK deck if you give it enough time. Yeah, they sneaky like, huh? They do be sneaky, those Paladins. Rogues get a bad rap. It's really the Paladins that'll get you.
Anduin versus
Blizzard's
Mayhem.
favorite class is Paladin.
Much work to do.
The light
Is
shall
that
burn
true? That's an interesting question. Blizzard's favorite class is Paladin. I want to argue, obviously, that Druid is. I feel like Druid had, like, such a long span of time where it was just insane. It was just like Druid deck after Druid deck after Druid deck, just being absolutely nutty.
The light shall
Great form. The light shall hurt. The light shall burn you, right? Dark Gift Rogue? Holy. Never thought I'd see the day. Can ask Zeal about the Paladin being the favorite class? Is it like Insano broken in WoW? In the World of Warcraft? Alright, what's... I'll take an additional Medivh's Triumph. I don't want another one of those. Ooh, Deja Vu's pretty good. But so is... I think Deja Vu's the best card here. I do run... Nah, I'm an imbue deck. I need removal. Removal into removal. Paladin's always been broken in World of Warcraft. I hear I can't play World of Warcraft. I hear it's not good for people who have addictive personalities. Here is a certified bad choice. Egg. Okay, well, I am regretting my Ooh, wait a minute. No, I'm not. I'm not regretting my life decisions at all, actually. Soothsayer, my goat, welcome back to the squad. Welcome back to the squadron. Oh. So what I can do is I can Holy Nova. Don't take my Soothsayer. I was a rogue main. Maybe that's why I hate paladins. I could see them having beef. One's all pure and high and mighty, and the other is like all sneaky stabby. I saw the other day, and by the other day I mean this morning, that the famous content creator Doug used to make Hearthstone content. And not just Hearthstone content, but like Hearthstone role-playing content. Which, you know, I say that with a little bit of a giggle, hee hee ha ha. But that sounds absolutely ridiculous, and I would watch every moment of it. It was like this weird video of, I think, Anduin and Jaden having like love interest. It was like a soap opera. Doug he's kind of a smaller creator. I just wanted to give him like a little bit of a shout out. That's what I like to do here. I like to give smaller content creators a little bit of a platform. That's just the kind of guy I am personally. Do I want a Medivh's Triumph? Not really. I feel like Medivh's Triumph is much better than this board. So I'm gonna slow my roll actually. I almost just like went absolutely insane. And we'll hold them off. Perfect. Thank you, opponent, for not deja vuing before I... What is it called? Prepare. They don't have a way to silence things, right? Outside of like randomly discovering something to silence. Outside of randomly discovering something that silences. Thank goodness. Oh, they're gonna try to... They're gonna try to get through it. Okay, you know, I respect the cut of your jib, opponent. So I have a 6-2. Pretty trash. Pretty trash. Not a good look. And I could Medivh's Triumph this. Is that worth it? Still probably not. So let's get a Soothsayer going. 170k subs and you call that small? Does he only have 170? I'll need to fact check that. There's no way he only has 170. I thought he had like 1,000,000 plus. And we are going to... Are we just like on the punch them in their face until their hero portrait explodes angle? We can always hold them off later. Let's get some random general... Oh. Perfection. Scrumptious. I mean, they can never develop a board? No. It was tempting, Malorn was tempting, but I'm going to remain disciplined and try to win with my own strategy. Alright, now I need to look up. There's no way Doug only has 170k. he can't be that pathetic of a small creator and only have 170k subscribers. Yuck. Yeah, he has 4.14 million on his main channel, 1 million on his second channel. Yeah, a bit of an up-and-comer, if you will. A 7.5. Hello. Wowie. Kazowie. Do I think so. Yeah. I don't think it's going to get much better than this. What'd they roll? A 5.5. Okay. 5.5 is pretty strong. I could bump with this. I could try to luck sack with Blessing of the Moon. Whatever. Sure. 11 to the gnome. 6 and the only way I have to deal damage is eventuality. Is that what it's called? Eventuality? Yeah. Did I know they had that in their hand? I may have. I may have known they had that in their hand. So this discovers a card in general. So I can perhaps find a hold them off with this. Let me just check for lethal real quick. Yep. Hold them off. Dang it. Trash game for trash players. We'll just Medivh Triumph. And I guess I'll take this. And discover a 2/3. That's how we do it. Okay, so pretty good turn. Was able to answer their board, was able to generate some value. My opponent is looking at a hand that technically does stuff. Did they take the 6/6? They did take the 6/6. Does gain health. Actually, what does my guy do again? It does eggs and soothsayers. Okay. Is that honestly? You know what? I think I do want to Umbra. Just produce an absolutely nutty board real quick. Eggs on eggs. And some soothsayers to go with it. Okay, I'm all egged up. And I guess I will take this opportunity to forge another soothsayer.
Job's done.
Okay. I really don't know who's winning, to be completely honest with you. I want to say it's me. What an 8-drop. I mean, what an absolute showstopper of an 8-drop. So they're going to deal with the 6/3, of course. Sunbloom. So, again, I still don't have lethal. Do I draw 2? I think the answer is yes.
No one walks alone.
I can deal 6. Maybe I should keep this for some sneaky damage. I'll keep it for sneaky damage. Yeah.
No one walks alone.
And a 6/6. Forge this again for sneaky damage. Okay. Is my opponent dead yet? Will they finally die? They're still fighting. They're still fighting the good fight. So usually at this point in the game, my head's just kind of spinning, and I'm just, I'm along for the ride. I'm along for the ride just as much as you guys are. Okay, yep, they certified hit that guy. Okay. So yet again, I have a 1 in 11 shot for lethal as the board stands right now. Actually, I'm 1 damage off lethal.
I feel their spirit.
1 damage off lethal, you say. Because I can deal 2 there. I have 9. This still only hits minions. Word. This has a high likelihood of not drawing anything. Okay, okay. Sure. Oh, sick. Okay. I'm dumb. Okay. Well, sometimes you gotta throw to win. That's what I say. Sometimes you must throw to eventually win.
Quickly. No one walks alone.
What do you have in here? What's in there? I guess. Sure. I probably should have Medivh's triumphed. I'll be honest with you. Probably should have Medivh's triumphed to get some 2020s. We can likely deal with it if it's a big... No, if it's the 1/4. Ooh. Or the 130. My bad. I don't know why I said 1/4. If it is the 130, we are boned.
The magic flows through me.
Okay.
The stars and skies
Alright.
are my domain.
It looks like we may have walked away with the dub. Alright. My head is no longer spinning. And I feel a overwhelming sense of peace from this game. It was actually very relaxing. I don't know if you can tell by the look on my face. We're inches, mere moments away from the diamond rank. One more dub, and we can just call it. We can just freaking call it. We have a 40% win rate, 2 and 3. If we get one more win, we can call it a 50% win rate deck and a handshake. Warrior. We've played against a warrior before with this deck, right? and we won against them. I love that. I love that for me and for you. This can deal with some 3/3s with charge, huh? Snap keep. I'll keep the whole thing. Is this good enough as a 5/5? Or a 5-mana guy? So 1, 5. Screw it. I'm happy enough with the 5-mana 6/6. Oh, right. I don't know why I didn't even clock that this could be Dragon Warrior. How many copies from Hogger? 1. Just the 1. I wonder who that could be. Actually, I do actually wonder what that could be. What is that? Warrior. Is it? It's just Warp Tooth. Okay, it's just Warp Tooth. Gotcha. Gotcha. Just a lowly Warp Tooth. Undeath Sentence. Sure. I could, like, hold off on playing the egg to make sure that Undeath Sentence guarantees to land on this, but I don't see them going after my 0/3. Yeah, it is kind of disappointing my opponent is quite this lame. People are talking about it. Ooh, that could bump. That could bump and grind. That's a big 3-drop, huh? I'll take this guy. My next turn's accounted for, so taking away my draw did not seem super wise. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here comes the ducks. And here comes Senior Tooth. Can I have a Medivh's Triumph? Is that legal or no? How about a 6/6? So it looks like we were able to position our Undeath Sentence to land on that fella. So we are going to gain a little bit of life here soon. My opponent is going to take 6 fresh damage to the dome. Gotta respect that. Nice. What the heck is that? Deal 2 damage to an enemy minion. If it dies, gain 5. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Disgusting. And I get a 6/5 out of the deal. And I guess I'll play this. I don't want this to snowball too much. And I will take this opportunity to heal even more. Nice, okay. I feel as if I am stabilizing. It feels like a stabilizing situation. Let me check out their standard deck again. So I can just kind of heal out of range. Yeah. They can just kind of run out of gas. And I think if any deck can run Dragon Warrior out of gas, it's probably this one. Torch. Word. Torch is kind of annoying.
Looks like we've got a fight for the ages.
And they've already swung. They did not like that weapon. It seemed like a pretty good weapon for them, but it's neither here or there. That one might be better. Let's go ahead and just one Soothsayer? That's probably not good enough. So this is obviously going to be trading. I think this is happening. Another... Okay, well. That makes my life almost too easy.
We beseech thee.
This seems like a worthwhile Medivh's Triumph. I think that was a... Yeah, let's get a minion. Sure. 3/3 sounds great. Mr. Fruit, if you were a Hearthstone card, what would your stats be and why? Honestly, my back's been a little sore recently, so I'm going to have to take some points off for the health, unfortunately. I'm feeling like a nice 2. 2 health, 5 attack, a 5/2. I'm kind of cheap. I'm a bit of a cheapskate. So maybe like a 3 mana 5/3 with like a semi downside. I think I vibe with that. I think that speaks to me as at a spiritual level. I think from here on out, I'm doing nothing but this.
Your fate is woven.
I guess I could have... If I lose by 1, you can flame me in the comments. Permission granted. So yeah, I think I'm a nice 3 mana 5/3 battle cry. Add a random card to your hand. I can figure out the rest later, but I think that vibes with me at a spiritual level. My opponent appears to be cheating. Undeath Sentence. Okay. So this is likely... Oh. Right. So I will Shadow Word. Undeath Sentence. Terrible. If it's friendly, give it +2 health. If it's an enemy, give it -2 health. Disgusting. And I will crack my egg. And I guess forge this up. I always want to call it forge. I'll prep it up. So now my Endbringer Umbra has 5 total death rattles in it. I am at 24. Which is not a lot. Sure. Is this a worthwhile for all time? I think it is. Yeah, I'll for all time it myself. And I will crack my egg. And get a little bit of value. Perfect. Perfect little bit of value. I feel safe. I hate to sound cocky, but I do feel a bit safe in this situation. My board is better. I think I have more cards in my hand. And my opponent's hero portrait exploded. So all signs are pointing to I'm in a good spot. Yeah. Yeah, they, I mean, I'd be off it too. Anyway, pretty good decks. I think I got 2 videos out of that. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not buying the rewards track. That's your go. And I have a little bit of a sweet treat to open. Just a little tantalizing, little sweet treat. So don't mind if I do. And what a sweet treat it was. Wow. Wowie kazowie, some would say. Actually, one second. I want to talk about a card. Before I sign off. This guy. This guy's gonna be good one day, right? Like, 1 mana, 1/3, give something rush seems so insane. And like obviously it's supposed to go with the dog. It's the French way of spelling death rattle, by the way. It's supposed to go with this dog. Like that's such a sick little 1-2 combo. Unfortunately, it's play and not summon, so it doesn't work with the Underbelly network, but like I mean, it's kind of cool. Maybe it can work with like Ticking Time Bomb. Giving Ticking Time Bomb Rush is also kind of cool. It should give Charge or Out of Your Freaking Mind Toxic Foxy, but I love where your head's at. But that's, you know, that's kind of cute. Hello, wait a minute. Wait a second. Were there death rattles right there? I mean, it's fine. So of the 2 decks today, what would I recommend? This one was very, very good. This one was unreal. I actually like really enjoyed playing this deck. It was very fun. Like the snowbally turns that you get are insane. And the positive side of playing an aggressive deck is you get to concede really fast if you're not having a good time. And that's a lot of value. That's a whole lot of value. But anyway, that's the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for hanging out. Greatly appreciate it. If you haven't joined the Discord already, I would greatly appreciate it. If you haven't followed on Twitch, the link is in the description over on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, it's somewhere on the screen. Friend tag is going to be dropped in the Discord. I know. Hey, right back at you, potty guapo. No diamond today, but we'll get there. We have 11 days to get there. Holy smokes, dude. I need to stop parting my hair. Look at that. Freaking 29 going on 59. Holy, his corners are being pushed to oblivion. That's all I got for today. Have a good one.